Hi, hello. Hello, Dave. Hi, Hypnotic. Welcome here. Happy to see new faces in here too. How are you doing? How's the week treating you out? Thank you, Tsunami. Hello. Hello to you too. And we getting cooked so early. There we go. So, today we are going to be doing something. You don't need to thank me. You know I will always mention you and all of the friends in here. The microwave gatos. So yeah, today we are going to be doing something different. Instead of just 3D modeling, we'll be actually making a little game that uses all of the mini models we've been making all these past streams. I don't really have a lot of other news. Like, on the personal front, I got a big weight off my shoulders today. It's been a while. It's been very hard for me and for Ayase too. It seems things are going back on track slowly, so at least there's that. Okay, so with that clear, let's just go to the art scene, and here we go. Everything you see here, this is how I make games. Let me just click in here. There we go. There we go, so I can see your chat. Wait, there is actually a dev that goes by the microwave games. That's oddly specific, to say the least. Maybe if Dave and me both team up, we can actually overpower that person. We can maybe suplex him and get the name for ourselves. In any case, yeah, this thing you see, this is how I make games. This is the thing I use for Fragant. This is what I'm using for the Twinkle game. It will look very simple today because this is a brand new project. This has nothing in it. It's got only a sample scene with a camera and a light. If we go to game, this is what it looks like. So the first thing I'm going to do is create a couple of folders and add the models. So here we go in assets, which is where everything is in the game. I will just create a models folder. And let me go. Sorry, it's looking completely black because when it's minimized it doesn't show. Oh hey Bacon! Hello! Hello there! Happy to see you here. Nah, not really working on anything Fragant related today. Let me get the models though. Let me see, here we go, stream models. Community tools. And I will pick most of this. And there we go. We got it. Mr. Whitfall in person. See, all this constant shilling has been good for something. So yeah, like, this will be like a collection of mini tips, I think. Like, one thing, if you are making a low poly pixel texture game in Unity, you will see that usually the models, they look... In fact, it's not even visible. Why? Okay, because it's got generic, no animations. Okay, the Blender file is not being correctly imported. Because of the Blender version that I'm using. Okay, this is a little bit... Okay, funny thing that I will do is that I will come here and rename this .blender instead. You're not seeing it, but there we go. Alright. And I will open Blender. Why is it not showing? Oh, because Unity is in front of Blender, okay. There we go. So this is the blend file we had last time. Also, hi buddy, hello! How's everything going? And hi DNG, and welcome here, Vincent. Yeah, the bot will be saved. And if one bot is... oh hi Checo, hello you too! If you cannot see one particular bot in here in Twitch, you can find them in YouTube. I got everything in YouTube, so you can watch anything. It's all labeled, it all has the dates, the titles, the works. Alright, so, funny thing that I will explain, this is a bit of an advanced tip for Unity users. If you want to use Blender files in your project and being able to open them, but you want to actually use FBX files, and you don't want to have everything duplicated, just rename your blend file .blender instead and assign Blender to that new file extension. Unity doesn't know what a .blender file is, so it will not open anything, but you will be able to edit it and export FBX. It's super practical. Hey buddy, what happened? Please let me know so I can try and help you later today, okay? It's a really cool one. I'm doing that for my current project. Because previously I worked with blend files. For working solo, that's amazing because you can just edit the files on the fly. But if you are working on a team and the other members don't have Blender, nothing will work for them. So in any case, I will go here and click export and export an FBX. You cannot see the window, I'm just exporting. There we go. Alright, so now if I close this, there we go. Now we got an FBX file in here. We'll make it bigger so we can see it. And there we go. We got everything. So few things that we'll do for setting up our models for low poly. Like I will set it to 1 unless you have something different. All of this we don't really care about. We want a generic grid. We'll rename the animations in here. The preview is a little broken because you are seeing all of the models at once. Yeah, this is the Golden Axe track from Sonic and Sega All-Star Racing Transformed. I just think it's really cool. I'm kinda hyped for Sonic Cross Worlds because of that, but to be honest, after Sonic Team Racing, I'm not too sure it will turn out good. So we'll see. Alright, so we got these animations. And here in materials, I will use external materials so we can edit them. And of course, to this material that I just selected, I will assign the texture. And since we want themes that are unlit, I will, instead of standard, I will use the unlit transparent cutout. Alright, you can see it already looks a little bit better here in the preview, but there is still things that we need to do. Alright, we're getting rid of this and just adding this. As you can see, all the textures are incredibly blurry, and that's not something we want. Here's the settings for that. Here, you check alpha and transparency, you disable map maps completely. Filter mode goes to point, and in compression you go to none. There we go. And now everything is crispy. We'll probably have to make little tweaks to the models later on, but for now this will work. Alright, so first thing first, one thing we want to do is to have a character with all of this and animations, but that only uses one of those models. So I will disable everything except for the armature and the base one. There we go. And yeah, we need to do something with the normals, but step by step. Oh, the playlist displays. The playlist is not working. All right, there we go. It should be back. All right, fix it. Sorry. So yeah, let's see. In order, we got this model, and this doesn't do anything. Like here in game, if we click play, it just doesn't do anything. So I will get the camera and position it in a different way. Let me. Oh, this is just a little stream project. You'll see, it will be fun. It will be something for the streams. We will use the game in the streams in a fun way. So with this we got the camera view, and this doesn't have an animator, so we will create one. Animator controller. Winner VOD. Animator controller. Alright. And why assign it? And here in the animator view we'll start adding animations. All of this, and all of this, and this one, and this one. There we go. We'll order things a little bit better, like we got idle, fly, another idle, run to, those things, and go. Alright, so let's see how do we work with this one. Nah, it's not going to be on each IO. You'll see, it's going to be something just for the streams. It is going to be something interesting. Also, hi Ship, happy to see you back. We are going to be making a little mini game for the streams. It's going to pop up in the streams with a redeem, and we'll see. So the first thing we want to do is create a very basic cycle. We got the idle, we got the walk, and I think that's all we need for now. In fact, just to test it, let's just make this the default state, and if we now hit play, we will see the character just walking around. It's not even looping, so we will fix that right away. Here in animation, I gotta click everything and go to loop time, and we kinda use it for everything, so there we go. And there we go. Also, we got the window key, and I will disable it too. Alright, so we got idle and walk. And one cool thing about animating in Unity is this little control. So we'll have this call speed, and we will go from idle to walk whenever speed is greater than 0. Doesn't have an exit time, and we go back here too. When speed is less than, say, 0.01. I will do the same thing here. Alright. In any case, now what we want to do is being able to actually select which model will be shown, instead of just the base robot. So I will come here and I will create another folder. Oh wait, I clicked the wrong thing. There we go. It is so slow whenever I create anything with code. Create folder, there we go. And I'll create a script in here called Cursor Base, I think. And now I think I have to add a source so you can see the code as we go. Let me see. Capture window. There we go. This is huge, I'm sorry. Me. There we go. Alright. Also, hi Bears! Hello, how you doing? So yeah, this is how we code in Unity. It's very simple. We got the start and update methods, and we just put things inside of them. And we can also create our own methods.
Yo, Little Norwegians has got something to say. It goes, hey boss, my face is cut off.
Your face is cut off? Oh yeah, of course. Sorry. It is because this is on top of everything and it should go way lower than that. There we go. Quick test, if I minimize this, yeah, there we go. It is not visible if I minimize it. Great.
Got a message from our pal Little Norwegians. They say the following. Thank you.
Thank you, actually, for letting me know. It's going to be an interesting stream today, I guess. Waiting at work now, trying to figure out the situation. Oh, I hope the situation gets solved soon, Bear. Hope you have a great day beside of that. Thank you. Today we might run into a little bit of scuff because it's the first time I'm streaming Unity 3D. So we got this method that we'll call select model, and let's add this. So in Unity, whenever you make actually I will make this way bigger so you can actually read it. Oh my god, it looks huge on my screen. So if you make a property that is public, you can actually modify it in the editor. So we got an array of objects. We will use it in here. Let me see. We will actually make this random. This makes a random number from 0 to whatever the length of the list of model is. And now we make this loop that will go around all of the models in the list. And this makes that only the model that is equal to this number is active and everything else is inactive. Okay, so now if I come here, it's saving. I'm sorry to hear that, but it happens. Like, there's this saying that if you want something done, you have to do it yourself. And that rings true too with me a whole lot. So I will add this, and now we got this component in here. By the way, for everyone who's not a Unity user, this panel in here to the right is like everything that is in this object that is selected. And it's got a transform, which is like a position, it's got the animation, and now it's got our custom code. And what I will do is pick all of the different models that we made and add them to this list. And now if I hit play, it will select a random one. Actually, it will not, because this method, I need to call it. I'm sorry, it happens a lot. See, when the game starts, when this object starts, it will do whatever is here, and we just tell it to select a model. So now, actually, it should select a random model each time. See, there we go, there's Marina. And if we... Thank you! Hey! Kenya, hi! Hello! Happy to see you here! Been seeing you on Blue Sky a whole lot. Let me get this right. How you doing? How's everything going? Hope the week is treating you right and you're having a good time. See, now we got little Norwegians. Oh, that's so cool. Can't wait to see what you've been working on. Oh yeah, I do have a playlist. In fact, today is the one we are using. So let me just... I think this was the command. There we go. This is the chill list. I got another that is full of higher paced tracks. I don't have a command for that one. I should actually add it. But for today, that's good. That's the music we are listening today. Also, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm really proud of this list because, I don't know, it's music that keeps me going. Alright, so now, I will make a prefab out of this, which is a fancy way of saying that we want to reuse this object for other things. And I will call this like character base. So I will create another folder in here called prefabs, and I will just drag it out. And now we can use this as many times as we want. See, I keep adding, and we got a bunch of them, and I place them at different points. See, if I now hit play, we will see all of them, and each one of them is a different model. Oh, you got the link at hand? I can actually paste it in here if you prefer that. Also, really thank you, Tsunami. Tsunami should get like some sort of VIP status in here. You're always helping out. So, next thing we'll do, actually, I will come to the model and modify a few things. Alright, so remember our little hack? We got the Blender file, this is the one we modify. Hi Yofi, hello! Happy to see you here. Yeah, it will be something real small. You'll see, it's only for the streams. So, first thing I will do is make sure that we got all the normals right. Right now we can see all of the normals. Also thank you Tsunami. You are really helpful to having here. And I will come here to the materials and I will check backface culling. So now you see that the faces are a little bit wonky. We'll go model by model fixing them. Usually it's as easy as going here and recalculate outside, but then we got to pick everything that is on the opposite side and flip it. Let's see. Until everything looks correct. This song is so good. Alright. But there's things that we want to be able to see from both sides. Thank you. Hi Favor, how you doing? Welcome back in here. How's it going? So I will pick every single face that we want to be two-sided. Which is mostly the hair and this little ring. And then we come here, normals. Actually first we duplicate it. And then we just flip it again. So now we got two faces, one for each side. Alright, jam is fixed, let's go by order. There's Aggie. As you can see, there is a lot of things that we could fix with Aggie. And we will do this thing here. And in fact, for the middle one, we need to actually apply the mirror modifier, because otherwise we cannot do this with this face. There we go. There's Aki. This one doesn't need anything. Next is emailer. For Navigator breaking here, and what we'll do is duplicate the whole cap and flip it. Jams already fixed it. Let's go with Little Norwegian, who's also perfectly fine. With Marina we have a few faces that we should duplicate. Basically just this one and this one.
I've got a good joke for you. What do you call an elephant that doesn't matter? An irrelevant.
Oh my god, an irrelevant. That's me. An irrelevant. Alright, so we see that Dave's got a trim. There we go. Thank you, man. There we go. And finally we got Voltapla from the engine, which I think is pretty much fine except for the eye. There we go. And now that we are here, we will do the same here. There we go. So everything is fixed. And we can now export again. Alright. So back in here, we can now hit play again. And this is another thing, it's already way better.
Yo mo gato, drink some water.
Drinking water, you got it. Sorry everyone. So yeah, note, we are getting some weird lines in here.
Hey
I'll
Mogato,
see.
TGC_Dave has a message for you. It says, hey Mogato, water some drink.
I will water some drink sometime. Saving. Let me figure something out in here real quick. This is too nearest.
Yo. Brant_H has got something to say. It goes, hey Mogato, eat some table salt.
No, I will not. I'm sorry. Also, hi, Brand. How you doing? Alright, I think it should be correct in here. I don't know why we are getting this little weird line. We will fix it later on when we make a custom shader. But for now, what I want to do is make a controller that actually makes them all different characters but not repeated, because right now if we keep hitting play, see, we got 2 Daves, we don't want that, we want only one of each. So we'll come in here and add a value in here. And we do this. Actually, I think I will just use it here. And if we pass it a -1, then we do this. Otherwise, we keep the one we used. So now if we do this, it will work exactly the same as we were doing, but I will not select at start. And instead, I will now create another script in here. Characters setter, and this one is not opening for some reason. There we go. And for this one we got another public parameter, and it's a list of character base. And here's the thing, we want to select a few numbers and assign them to them. So let's create a list instead of an array. And now we will add a loop in here. While this list is smaller than the amount of characters we got, and we'll pick the first one for this. To get one index. There is in fact one of a kind. This goes from 0 to this. And now we will again do a while. But this time we will check if indexes contains it already. And if they do, we will do the same again until we get a new number. And when that's done, we add it to the list. There we go. So with this we got a list that doesn't have repeated numbers. And now we can go through all of the models and add them. This song is such a banger, by the way. There we go. So now every character will have a unique number. And so it will have a unique character. Alright, so the way we do this is create a new object in here, call it character setter. I will place it just in the start point, and I will add these 4 characters in here. There we go, this is the list. Now if we hit play... Oh sorry, you are not seeing anything. There we go, sorry. So we got 4 characters. And they are not repeating, and no matter how many times we do this, we will still have 4 different ones. This only works because we have more than 4 characters. There we go. Okay, another thing we are going to change.
Little Norwegians has a message for you. It says, Goober Army stand proud.
Yeah, indeed. Just gonna call it our little mining crew. Alright, so this is the first thing we needed for the system. With this now we can actually start making a game. Also, hi QC, hello there! How you doing? Alright, so I will make this a prefab too, or a prefab, and in fact I will add it like an icon so we can see it. There we go. Alright, so with this done, we can actually start making a game for all of this. So let's rename this scene from simple scene to treasure miner, for example. And we want the characters to start in a formation. Say 1 and 1. Oh, actually I got this. Alright. Out of 10. Five and 5. Minus 5 and 5. Actually 5. There we go. There we go. So we got like a cool little start. I will actually add a floor in here with just a cube for now. And we will make it real big. There we go, this will be our floor.
Hey Mole Gatto. Little Norwegians has a message for you. It says, it's Little Norwegians. Makes puns he do. He's the first member of the mining crew. Hey, mining crew.
That's a good one. You got a theme song now. I will move the camera a little bit so we get a good top-down view of all of the little guys and girls and binary friends. Something like this, maybe. Alright, so now let's actually code something. And I want to try something. I want to code a single line of code for all of the characters. So I will create an empty object in here and I'll call it treasure miner controller. And we'll create a script for it. There we go. And this is the first thing we need. Is the list of characters again. Or maybe even just a character controller. That would be cool, actually. This is our list. And for now we will start right away without any countdown or anything, and we will just make them look into different positions and start walking. So we use an Euler so it's easier to control. And this will be random. We cannot simply set it. There we go, this is what we want to do. And this is deprecated. Quaternion.euler, okay. So rotation is equal to Euler. There we go. This is the way right now. And now in update, since we want to just move everyone, we again do a for each. Oh, this track is so good. All of the music in Sonic Forces is so good. That game is underrated. There we go. So this just tells in every single frame for every character to move in the forward position, but depending on the time that has happened. This is important because otherwise the speed they move at will depend on the frame rate. Oh, we already have the script in here. Okay, and again we will add this. So now if we hit play, see, everyone's moving, different speeds. Not exactly interesting, but let's start working from here. Now we will open this prefab, the character base, and we will add an interesting thing here, which is a character controller. Yeah, how come I don't have a collider for this? Oh yeah, it's because of this. There we go. And this has basic collision. Oh, it's buffing in here. You can say hi, by the way. And let's check. This is about right. We can make the radius a little bit bigger. Something like this should actually work. Maybe even something like this, yeah, perfect. And we don't want the character controller in here. Well, if you are here, hello. Won't force anyone to come out to chat, but please note that you are always welcome. Okay, a small change that we will make in here. Instead of changing the transform position directly, we will get the character controller. Instead of finding it every single time, which will be wasteful, we will come here. Another cool thing in Unity's code, you can add this to any code that you are adding to an object. And now every single time we will make a character with this code, it will also need to have a character controller. Alright, and we don't want this to show, we will hide in inspector. and at the start we will select it. There we go. This way every single one of those will get its own character controller, and we don't need to find it later. Here we can just call cv.cc, and this will be the same thing as getting the character controller. And we will use a move with this. And you'll ask what's the difference? And the difference is that now if this goes through a wall, it won't phase through it. Let's add a wall in here and check it. Say we got this big wall in here. Like this, and we will add another in here. Oh, sorry, there we go. So now, see? Stopping in there, not going through the wall. Now, similarly that we did with the character controller, we will also add the animator. And now with this done, we can also cv.anim set float, and we will actually check that in this animator we got the speed, right? Is it lowercase? No. Alright. And we will set it to 1. And that will make the characters just move around. This is very simple, but should be enough for now. And as you can see, they are all walking now. There we go. This one, as you see, is a little bit weird. You should be using a different animation instead. We will work on that later on, but for now we just want everything to work. Now, since they are moving really slowly, we will add another parameter in here. And I will set it to 5. I just set it to warp speed here too. So now they are a little bit faster. I code in light mode, I always do. I've been doing that since the 90s. Well, not actually, early 2000s maybe. But you know, I was big on Windows XP. Alright, next thing that we want is to be able to bounce off walls.
Yo. TGC_Dave has got something to say. It goes. My eyes are burning.
Oh, come on! Cannot be that bad. You know, if you're actually having trouble with it, let's just change it. Let's see, how do I do this? Configuration. Let me see. Options, maybe? Is this better, Dave? Do you like it better? I think I can get used to this, but... Actually, good reminder for unshrimping. I need an animation for that. Alright. So next thing, we want them to bounce off wells. And we will do so with a raycast. Actually, there we go. Let me see what's the good construction for this. We got the origin, the direction is cv.transform.forward. Then we got an out hit. This got so many different direction, max distance. Alright, the distance goes afterwards and it will be 1, for example. Or actually more like 1.5. Oh, feel free to let me know if you want to share. I got one too that I want to make one day. And we will just bounce off default objects. Alright, so if we got a raycast in here, vector3 dot reflect, yeah, there it is. So we just set the new normal for the character. Alright, so with this code, whenever one character hits a wall, they will just bounce right back. Oh, what happened? Alright, there we go.
Hey boss. Incoming message from Little Norwegians. It reads 01010100000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000
Yeah, you're right, Jam. Poor little thing. Alright, so let's just check. I will actually remove the floor so we can see better the walls. And there we go, they are doing something strange that they shouldn't. What is going here? Yeah, I think instead of just setting the normal, we will do a little bit of controlling here. we do this, the new forward is this without anything in the y-axis and normalize. There we go. Oh, so you actually made a message in there. A happy Pride QC. Alright, so let's try again. And I will make this a little bit smaller so we can see better. Something like this. Alright, so we got a little enclosure for them to bounce around. And for some reason they are not really bouncing sometimes. I guess we need a little bit of a longer distance in here. Should be more like 2. And I will actually open this and make this thinner. So it's easier to actually check for collisions with walls. There we go. And they are bouncing around. I'm sorry, we are not seeing anything. I always forget. There we go. Alright, but they are not colliding with each other, and I think that's something I had to change in the project settings. Should be in 5.6. Let me see. Oh, it's not in here. Default, enable data force. Maybe in player? Not really, shouldn't be there. Actually, let me Google that real quick. Let me check. I'm sorry, just a little bit. I'm sorry, it's a little bit boring. Should be here in physics. Thank you, but we should have something here. But there really isn't. It's so weird. At least we are hearing some real good bangers. I'm not sure what is wrong with this, but they should be able to hit each other. They should be able to hit each other. Well, we can look at that later, I guess. In any case, let's actually start working for real on the game. So let's just make this square. And let's just make some UI with a ready set go. We'll create a canvas. I'm going to hit 2D here so we can see it. This is how we make UI in Unity. Alright, then we don't have TextMex Pro, so I will import it. You cannot see it, but it's... Why this? Alright. So we got a text in here. And this will simply see ready in a bigger font. And we will center it. And actually I will move this to the canvas. We want to have everything in here. And now we can control it in here. Alright, so actually let's add a few headers in here to make things easier. No, this was... Let me check, because this got a really weird name. TM Pro. This one. Alright. Using this. Countdown text. And we'll have a little flag in here for when the countdown is done. Alright, so now we will only move the characters if the countdown is done. There we go. And at the start we will actually start a coroutine, which is like a method that can wait through time. Alright, and we will move this to the coroutine. There we go. And first thing we want to do is change the text. Then we will wait for a second. I never know that Sonic Girls sing a soundtrack is not only Sonic Girls song. I don't know what you mean, Afi. And we wait another second. And maybe find the treasure. And then at this time we will also countdown finish equal to true. Okay, so the way we got this, we will have a little countdown and then everyone will start moving. And as you can see, the header stuff we added show here and we can separate the parameters. It's very handy. There we go. But we want this to disappear after a while too. So we will wait for 2 seconds. And then the countdown text will be set active to false. Okay. Now let's actually make things a little bit more pretty. Let's go in here to the models and let's make an scenery model for this. We will call this Treasure Miner. It's loading, there we go. And we don't want to have anything in here. This object will just have a scenery. Yeah, it's like a Mario Party game. That would be a good way to put it. Alright, and let's just add a cube to make things a little bit easier. Alright, and we will make like, let me check a little reference. Okay, so it's rather complex, but I will make something more simple. Let's make like a U shape, for example. Something like this. And this is like the floor. We will actually subdivide this. So we can have a bit of variation later on. Tomba soundtrack, my beloved. And maybe we add a wall, just like this. Should be enough. Alright, so we got a very basic shape in here. Yeah, I made it among us. I didn't mind to, but that's what we'll be doing. Now, I will also duplicate this, and this will be scenery, and we will open this with a sprite. Alright, here we go.
Intercepted a transmission from Little Norwegians that says this. Amagus detected. A mongoose. Amogoose.
Why is the texture not in here? Alright, there we go. Alright, so we will use this as a template for now. And we'll start painting little textures in here. Like for the floor we can go with something like this. And then the wall can be a little bit darker. There we go. Hi Pairabu, hello there! Happy to see ya! Yeah, so yeah. Okay, here's the thing. I am so sorry. See, I keep seeing you here as Fireable and on Discord as Puffin. So I got confused and it took me until now to realize that you are the same person. I am sorry. I'm really sorry. I profusely apologize. But yeah, the Puffin, Fireable, Puffin, Puffin Boo. We'll keep it in mind from now on. So let me create a new one just to make a really good tiling texture. And tile mode, there we go. Thank you. Puffin Boo. Puffin Boo sounds good. So we'll add some shapes in here. Hey, look at her go! She knows a banger when she hears it. Alright, so we got a very simple floor texture in here. Maybe something like this.
Intercepted a transmission from a Fajambre that says this. Rocas, Balinas. Reina Reynosa Milagrosa Kes Jamisa.
What is that from? Alright, so we will use this for the floor for now on. Now for this, we will pick this and just make a little bit of a dirt thing in the bottom. Something like this. There we go. And I love the Spyro 1 soundtrack. I don't know what it is, but it really has a very unique sound. Alright. We can even add a little bit more in here. There we go. Little bit of this and that. And this is probably not my best texture, but we will modify it in the future. For now I just want something that we can see and actually read as well. Because honestly, for this style I'm thinking it's probably not the best fit. Yeah, exactly. Right now we just want this to exist. Alright, there we go. This will be for now. Alright, so in here we got this material that we will just go. Hi Dream Pete! Hi Dream, how you doing? How's everything going? Wouldn't that be cool, but a lot of work. Rules of Delta, I don't know that game.
I've got a good joke for you. You think swimming with sharks is expensive? Swimming with sharks cost me an arm and a leg.
Oh my god. Jam, why? Ah, you meant Deltarune, okay. I am sorry, my brain is small. And it's empty. It's... yeah. To be honest, I wouldn't put it past anyone to just make a game called Runes of Delta and try to write it off. Okay, so in any case, we come in here. And just reset everything. All right. There we go. Everything looks well-ish. And all of this is the wall. And you know, it kinda works. Alright, should be enough. And now I will add like a column in here. Just so we finish making an Among Us. There we go. We can even add a few more columns like this. One in here, another one in here. We'll see how this works. I don't know what's on then. The game you want to play but never will? Why so? It should be pretty easy to get into since it's episodic. I'll actually rename this to Treasure Manor Scenery 1. And let's just go. Alright. So back in Unity, this is our FBX. We don't want any animation, we don't want any regs, and we want to use external materials. This is our material that will use the basic scenery. We will use this for now. Maybe we will use an unlit texture, just in case. And now we can simply add this in here, and as you can see, it's really small. We want this to be huge, so we will just make it 10 times bigger. And now this looks like a gauntlet for them to go through. We can remove this. We will make these characters looking this way. And let's move the camera so we get a good view of everything. Do you think so? Meowth? I think I will be a Meowth as a trainer, to be honest. But my favorite Pokemon is actually Quagsire, so... Alright, so we will get a good view. And I think this is like too big. Actually, I don't want the characters to look so small. So we'll come in here and just say 5 instead. And just move the characters to be a little bit closer together. There we go. Oh, and I know what is causing those lines. Okay, here's the thing. Another big game dev tip from yours truly, Molgato. If you are making a pixelated game and you see those weird, ugly gray lines, that is because you have anti-aliasing on. So you come to project settings and it should be here in graphics. Let me find it. Quality, there we go. Let me see if I can find anti-aliasing. And it's been a while since I had to change that. This here, anti-aliasing in quality. You have to do this for every single quality setting. Right now we are in ultra. Anti-aliasing disable, 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 disable. Alright, so if you do this, suddenly those lines are gone. You got perfect textures. No pro-aliasing, just anti-aliasing gone. There we go. There it is. That's how you achieve good textures. Alright. So now, if we hit play, and actually one important thing here, I want to actually check, where is it? Generate colliders. There we go, generate colliders. Important, so now this object has a mesh collider. And now if we hit play, it says find the treasure, and they are just running and bumping into the scenery, and maybe one will find the treasure that we will place in here. What are you talking about? I don't know if I want to know. Another thing I will do, here in the camera, in clear flash, this is what you see in the background. And I will change it to solid color and have whatever color this one with 0 alpha. This way, when I export the executable, I can capture it as a transparent window on stream. For now, the only difference is that you will see a blue background. There we go. Alright, so next thing we want to add is actually yeah, this is a DVD logo minigame basically. Let's add a model here for the treasure. And we will add it in here. We will add the scenery material. Should be around this size. And in fact, I will add a cylinder. 5 size. Sonic Advance soundtrack might be loved too. Oh, I know what you mean, Tsunami. Because everyone wants to have a Gardevoir on their team They are the big psychic type. Sounds like it will be a good addition. But then you gotta sit through having a rat in your team, and it's the most useless Pokemon ever. It's not exactly practical. Okay, so we got this little gem in here. Yeah, big gem. And I will unwrap it real quick. Marking this Colosseum. And this probably works as a texture, to be honest. We only need to modify it a little bit. So we go to a sprite. There we go. And we want to have like this. It will be a nice aqua blue, I think. About this size. And we add a little bit of anti-aliasing. By the way, what's up with the Jeff remakes? When are they coming out? I think it says something about the world. Okay, so this is 120. This is 46. So 23 should be enough. Maybe something like this. We'll see. And I will just move things so they fit into each other. Something like this. And I think this should be probably enough for the side. Actually, to be honest, I think I will do something like this. And this one I will unwrap in an interesting way. Let me see, if I do this is the center. And out of these triangles, we can just reset. Now, let me see. There we go. This works. If we come here to a sprite and add a little line in here, it will go even better. Alright. So we can add a little bit more of detail. And also sorry, I got a little bit lost in the sauce and I missed a lot of the conversation in the chat. Oh my god, body scarcity, what? You got that on the ready? Like, is that a punch that you knew and were just waiting on the opportunity to use? Or did you just think of it in the spot? There we go. I think this is like a good little texturing for what we are trying to achieve, at least. And we will simply call this treasure gold. Alright. And if we export again, and we come in here, there we go. This for some reason got rotated. This is something stupid that Blender does. There we go, fix it. Alright, and we don't want this treasure in here. Or actually I will Actually remove the mesh collider and add a box collider, which is a trigger. And we can create another script for this. I'll create a folder for all of these. Why does the code open whenever I move anything in the code? Anyway, so I will create another script, and this one is treasure miner goal. And I will add it to this one. And what we want to do is whenever someone hits this, we call a method in the controller. Oh, that's so useful, QC. It will be okay for now, but I will keep it in mind for the future. Because right now I'm so used to working the way Blender does. Alright, so let's create the logic in this one. Oh yeah, we already saved, that's the good thing about working in here. We are saving all of the different parts. Unity projects are not like a big gigantic file that you need to save. It's just a collection of files, and all of them are saved, so that's the way we go. In any case, what are you all doing? What are your plans for the weekend? Anything cool coming up? Let me see, I'll open this one. And I will add a method in here. And trigger enter. And only if it enters collision with a player, it will do something. And we want to call the treasure miner thing. How was the name? Treasure miner controller, okay. Hey Tsunami, do you know what, friends? People in here. We are all friends. Feel free to show me what you're working on through the weekend. No, seriously, Tsunami, like, I know sometimes things can get a little bit lonely. When things are too quiet, always remember you can reach out, like, even if I'm not saying anything on Discord or anything, you reach out and maybe I will be able to answer. There we go. Why is this not being found? Oh, because I I messed up the name. What the fuck? Treasure miner. What the heck? I'm sorry. It will work. Whatever. And whenever a character finds this, we just call tnc.finish game which doesn't exist yet, but we will add it. Alright, so when we do this, we have another flag. And this one will be a game object winner, which is null.
I've got a good joke for you. Where do young trees go to learn? Elementary school.
Ah, elementary school. Okay, don't worry, we're always trying to be nice. It's what we do. And I think that's the nicest thing about this community. We are all trying to be nice with each other. I think that's missing in a lot of other places. By the way, for anyone who is new in here, if you are lurking, this is the Discord for this community. We are pretty much the same as we are here. And there is a really cozy and small place. And we are always welcoming for new members. We just share our work, which by the way, everyone is an amazing artist or game dev. Like, Little Norwegians here, the dev behind Combustion, which is probably the prettiest low poly game that is being in development right now.
Incoming message from a Fahombre. It reads, Weedle Weasel.
Weedle Weasel. Oh, Freedom also is another game dev and is working in Randy and Manila. And also Tsunami, big artist. Dave started game dev recently and is already putting together a really cool game with a really hard to pronounce name. That is a little bit reminiscent of classic arcade save view games. But seriously, Dave, love your work. I wish you share more of it. I want to see it. Seriously. So when the game is finished, for now we'll just assign it. Player object. And what we'll do is that here, this is only if the countdown is finished and we don't have a winner yet. So when someone wins, everyone will just stop moving. Instead, what we'll do here, if we have a winner, we will copy this. Actually, we don't need that here. We can do this in this method. All of those characters speed goes to 0, so they stop walking around and they adopt the idle animation. Hey, do that! But go and do that. I would love to see that. It's the spice of life. Seriously, art is the coolest thing a human being can do in any form. Like, I make low poly models, I draw, I make games, but that's only one of the many things that one can make. Like, if you cross stitch like Ayase, that's amazing. If you make sculptures, that's amazing. If you make music, great. And here's the thing, there's more things that count as art than we know and that we usually think about. Simply streaming and being entertainment online, being entertaining, that's already art because you are thinking about what to say, how to present everything, and you make an experience, and that's art too. So if you create anything, even if you wouldn't consider it art yourself, you can share that in there, and we'll all appreciate it. And that goes for everyone here, regulars and lurkers alike. Alright, so let's try this thing. In fact, I will also go back in here and we'll do another thing when someone wins, which is to show a text in here. So we actually see something more than just everyone stopping by. And in the goal, we will probably also destroy the object. So when someone gets the gem, it disappears. Alright, this is very basic, but you know, first we make things work, then we make them pretty. Let's try it, let's see how it goes. Ready, set, find the treasure. And they are going. And it seems Aggie got caught in the hole. Poor Marina got caught in the wall. Don't have to worry that near the end we will find a fix for that. Oh, and they are actually not hidden there. Why is it? Oh yeah, I know. It is because this counts also as a wall, so they are evading it. So let's find that. Let's fix that. Let's fix that. I'm sorry, my pronunciation is so bad. So what we will do is, since this is a trigger, we'll come back here. And here in the part where they hit stuff. And if the hit that they find is a trigger, they don't do that. So now they should be able You know what? I should make Trashley do. She will be so cool to see in this little game. So next time we are making community models, remind me to make Trashley one of them. Alright, so this should ignore the items, like the gold. With this said, find the treasure. And it seems Marina just got the advantage for a second. But Aggie got there again. And no emailer got there in no time. Okay, do you know what I'm thinking? Design-wise, we should add something that makes this quicker at some point. Like maybe they speed up after a while. And hey, Aggie is there! But it's not working, why? Why is this not working? It's just not being called. Huh. So this simply... Oh, of course. Excuse me, this is my fault. This is a little bit of a mistake on my part. Here, character base, it doesn't have any tab. It should have player. because as you can see in the code, that's what we are checking for. Now I will do something real quick here. I will change this walk speed to, say, 10. We will make them fast as all hell. And now they should run like crazy. There we go. Look at them go. And we got a winner. There we go. This time it worked. There we go. We got the basics for this. So next thing we will do is make things a little bit prettier. Let's code a few things. First is I want the... Look at her go. You deserve the celebratory dance. Yeah, this is a horse race, but I will add a few different mechanics so it's a little bit more complex. First thing I want to do is change a little bit how the random character selection works, so they can actually assign a few different things. I want to actually be able to have different animations for different characters. So let's go to the animator, and we got walk. And we should also have a run animation. And this goes here if the speed is greater than, for example, 3. So we go from walk to run. And the opposite. If the speed is less than 3. There we go. We also got the thinking animation that we will use for everyone. All of those we won't use for now. Actually, yeah, this should already make everyone run. As simple as that. Ready, set, and they are still just walking. Oh, look at that person! It's just a yes. Like my wife is my persona. Isn't that hilarious? Alright, here in the code, as you can see, the speed is just being set to 1. So we'll instead set it to walk speed. There we go. Yeah, I want to be adding more characters to this as we go and update it. That could be so cool. So for now, this is just everything in here. But let's actually add a new mechanic. Like after a while, maybe one character will stop and think for a second and then go in a different direction. Let's do that. And for that, let's just add a little bit of documentation so we know what we are doing. Alright. So let's add a very low possibility. If this is smaller than 0.01, And then we go to crossfade, thinking, or I think it was called think. Yeah, think. There we go. And now we can check if we are thinking, and if we are thinking, we don't move. Get current animation state info. It should be 0, I think. Then it does nothing. Actually, if not thinking, then we move normally. And now we will add an exit for this. That will be cool. Maybe I will do that in the future, to be honest. Or at least make a tutorial or something. We'll see. To be honest, I'm making this like fast and dirty, so I don't think it will be a good example for anyone. But anyway, we'll try. Now, exit thinking. If it is thinking, actually, and cv.anim, and let me move Chatterino a little bit, and let's see if we got any property in here that we can use. That we got is human.
Oh no!
Hey, what happened? I'm back. Why did you attack me like that? Kissing. So let's see. We got layers. Maybe get current animation state info 0 dot we got normalized time. We will use this. If this is equal or more than, let's see, 3, so it's got through the animation 3 times, then we stop thinking. Simple as that. And we'll see if this works, because this is a first for me. And we go to idle. Alright. So with this done, I will rename this to idle, simply, because I want to use this for different animations depending on the character, but for now it will always be idle. And let's check if this works. Crossing my fingers, to be honest. Alright, so the problem is everyone thinks at once. Alright, and then they don't stop. And they don't move. Interesting. That's an interesting thing. So I need to find a better way to check if they are walking or thinking or something. Alright, so the problem is this random value doesn't change for each character, so I will try to go here and random, that's it, equal random dot value for this big amount. I apparently cannot change the seed. How
I've got a
comes?
good joke for you. Justice is a dish best served cold. Otherwise, it's just water.
Ah, we heard that one already. And this should already change the seed every single time we go through characters. We'll see. Alright, so they start thinking at different times, and we got a winner. Okay, let's try again and see what happens. Alright, they are not thinking anymore, but they are not moving, strange. And these two never start thinking. Why? How so? We might need to actually go and do something a little bit better. So here in character base, we will also add another public property a string and float. So each player has their own properties. And this will allow us to actually have properties for the game. This will be really advanced, I think. So when we start, we will also set for everyone a random value for them to get thinking. And this will be random dot range, and this will go from 5 seconds to 10 seconds. And we will remember this because this is what we'll use. Alright, we got this, and we will also I think we will change the timer down And if this is equals or less than 0, then we do this. We are thinking. And we also set another variable to 1. We will set this to 0 here. There we go. And let me see. This game for now will just be only this game. We will add maybe one more in the future. For now, it's just this. Ain't that live, Tsunami? So what we'll do is check in here when the timer is less than 0. Time is if this is 1, that means we are currently thinking. Else this means we are not thinking. So in case we were not thinking, we will start thinking, setting this to 1. And this becomes again random.range from 1 second to 3 seconds. Or maybe a little bit more, from 2 seconds to 6. Yeah. But if we are already thinking, what we'll do is crossfade to idle. And set the thinking to 0. And this should again be from 5 to 10. Actually way more. I think it should be 10 to 20. Maybe even 5 to 20, so we got a good amount of variety. And this should be way less. Something like this. Yeah, we can add random stages too. That's something I want to make. But for now, let's just focus on this one. And here, instead of getting this, here's the thinking status, and here we'll instead just check if we are thinking through this property. If we are not thinking, then we move. Alright, so let's see how this works. Let's see if we mess it up or not. Ready, set, find the treasure. And they are not moving. Why? Because think is not present in the dictionary. Because I call this thinking instead. I'll just call it think. There we go, that's the stupid mistakes I make. Let's try again. Ready, set, and find the treasure. And now they're all moving around. And soon someone should start thinking. Alright, so even if they start thinking, they keep moving. How soon? How do they do that? I think it's one. Because I'm using thinking in here instead of think. You see, this is more of the same mistake. There we go. Let's try again. It should be a little bit more organic this time. Hey, and Emilia started thinking, and Jan won immediately. Let's try again. A few more rounds. See, Marina's thinking while everyone else is walking around, and she stopped thinking. And she won, after all, which reminds us all that thinking sometimes is the best way to win. Another thing I want to do is when they stop thinking, I want them to start looking at a random direction, just like they do at the start. So I will copy this line, and when they stop thinking, they change direction because they are thinking about where to head. That's their that's their goal. Let's try again. And we got Emilia, who is again winning. I think we are pretty close to actually finishing a first pass of this minigame. Alright, let's see. What else can we make to make this a little bit more beautiful? I think probably the text could have some animations. So we'll do that. So I will, first of all, I will create a new font from this. There we go. And now let me see. Font asset. Okay, I need to add a font in here, so let me grab one from my resources. Let me see, you won't see anything through here, but... this song is just so good. Everything initially is so good. It's so good. Let me check a font that is cool. And I think I will use the one I use for everything, Jungle. So I will open this in Explorer and paste a font in here. Alright, so we got Jungle already. And now if I hit create TestMesh Pro font asset, I will call this Jungle Countdown. And let me see. This looks wrong. I think I will do it the old-fashioned way. Window, TestMesh Pro, Font Asset Creator. There we go. And it seems you cannot see it. I will add it in here. Maybe you'll. There we go. Now you can see it. So I got this auto sizing. I think this should work fine. Let's generate the alias. Why is this popping up? It's still rendering. It's lagging everything a fair bit. Alright, so we got the font in here. And we will save it as Jungle Countdown. Alright, so now there we go. Now we got everything in here. Alright. So we got this, we got an outline. We will actually assign it already. And now we can change things and see a little preview in here. Maybe a glow. And this should probably be black. No, glow is not working for this. Has to be an outline. So we get black. Change the alpha. But it's weird, it's not working exactly as expected. Maybe an inner glow. Not really doing anything, to be honest. Oh, there we go. Alright, so this doesn't work like this. Has to be this. Okay, this will work for now. Next we will change the color on this one, where we do the countdown. We'll go green, then yellow, and finally maybe orange. We don't have orange, so we will use red instead for now. And when we get a winner, the color should be color white, maybe. Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry, I should minimize this. Ready, set, find the treasure. And little Norwegians got caught in a wall. We will fix that soon. There we go, Marina won. Look at her go. Alright, so let's actually fix that scenery thing. And the problem is, here we need to mix things by distance. Because I think there were gaps. Yeah, there are gaps. So let's see. Selection. Just wait.
Hey Molgato. Little Norwegians has a message for you. It says, that was rigged. Unwrapped, modeled, textured and animated too.
I know what you mean. Alright, so next thing I think we'll do is actually add a little bit of black on top of the columns, so it doesn't look as ugly. For that we'll just add a little bit of black in here. There we go, so it looks a little bit better. And now let's make this a little bit more irregular. Let me see, if I do this, yeah, I have to do it like this. There we go. I will actually hide this so we can move things a little bit like this. Or we'll see. Oh hi Aggie, hello, how you doing? Happy to see you in here. Everyone go and follow Aggie. Aggie just got enough followers to apply for affiliate, and that's amazing. I think I won't care as much about the deformation in here. I will just make it all funky. And then add a few subdivisions too. I will probably remake the textures off camera so I can make this look a little bit better, but we'll see. For now we just want this to be functional. Alright, so we got cool little things, but we want to also subdivide the columns. Little bit like this. Oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense, Aggie. Take things with calm, because that's the most important thing. Alright, and now I will try to move this along its normal. Let me see. How do I do this? Let me check real quick in Blender options in here. Alright, it should be easy. If I go here to move, alright, so I get move, and here I go to normal. But this doesn't make any sense. Normal, no mirror, project individual elements. No, this is not working. Why? Strange. Hi DNG, hello there! How you doing? We are working on a little game with the community models, and I'm trying to find how to move this along individual faces normals. Yeah, I think if I select this, here I check normal, and it's still not working, to be honest. Active tool. Okay, this is still not how I want it to be. How do I use this? Okay, go to faces. Maybe now I can. Not, still not working. But this is normal. Tweak. Yeah, now this is not working. I don't know why. So I don't know, this should be an easy operation. Everyone says it works, but definitely not working for me. So you know what I will do? I will do the most hacky thing. I will extrude. Extrude faces among normals. There we go. This is more or less the angle I want. And now I'll just move this to the place I want. This is hacky as all hell. But if it works, it works. And I will do the same thing with the columns. And actually first I will move this a little bit down. And pick this and move it up. And there we go. So we got things a little bit rounder. I think this works. Actually, I'm not sure. I don't really like the looks so far. Maybe this should go lower first. And this should come up. And this is probably what we can do. So we get this down. Remove this. There we go, we got a cool border at the top. And now we can again do this. There we go.
Yo Gato, drink some water.
Now we got some more dynamic shapes in here. And I will drink some water. Thank you so much. Sorry that I got a little bit lost in the sauce. And I think I will do this for this column only. Because this one is easier.
Intercepted a transmission from Dumthapali that says this. I have to ask, is that a whack-a-mole situation or is this like the carved husk of a bean?
I am not sure what you are referring to. Alright, so I got this column in here. For some reason this got out of whack. And I will remove all of the others.
Hey boss. Incoming message from Dimthapali. It reads. The model that is, looks like a grotto, but I'm not sure that I know what you're going for.
Oh, this is just like the inside of a cave. Alright, so we will go with this for now. Off to work they go. Alright. So we got a little bit better view in here, although it still looks ugly on the borders. We will fix that by adding a black border on the whole thing. But for now, let's see. And as you can see, they are already bouncing in different ways. Thinking, oh, I was about to get it, but then think about and went the opposite direction. There we go. Alright, next thing I want to do is make them go slower, but then as time goes on, they can go a little bit faster. And with that and a couple other fixes will be done for today. But I think we are pretty close to having the whole thing finished, to be honest. So the starting speed will just be 3, I'm thinking. And here, while time is going on, let's see, we will add 1 speed every 5 seconds or so. Let's try that. Ready, set, find the treasure, and they start going slowly. But as you can see, they are starting to pick a speed as we go. And things start moving faster and faster. So if the game lags for a while, they'll start running. And there we go. Another thing I want to make is here in the animator. We want to make the walk and run animations faster the faster someone is moving. And it's very easy to do in Unity. We add the speed parameter as a multiplier. I will do that the same with run and with walk. And we'll have to adjust both of them though. But for now, let's see how this works. They are already going super fast though, so we need to adjust this down a whole lot. Both of them should be 0.25, and I'm thinking the running speed should go when we are at 6 or more. There we go. Let's see. And they start by walking. The walk animation is probably too slow. They're starting to pick up. And after a while they start running instead. Alright, so I'm thinking it should be 0.5 instead. And 0.5. It's already interesting seeing how the races go. Whoa, you really zoom into the prize again. Alright, next thing I want to do is when they think, they should look at the camera. So they should look straight down, I think. So it should be 0, 0, 0. So they move if they are thinking, and instead let me see, what will be their forward in this situation? Right now is 1 in the x-axis. Oh, it is 1 in the z-axis, okay. And we'll make it this fast. Probably a little bit more, like 3. So they will start to turn towards the camera. To turn towards the camera. There we go. I'm sorry, my pronunciation is getting worse. And let's see. Yeah, there we go. Look at them. Looking up, looking at the camera. And then they start running like crazy. And there we go, they win again. Probably we need like a wing animation and a loose animation. Maybe we can zoom the camera towards them. So what I'll do is create it just happens. This game is really an interesting thing. Okay, let's just not get sidetracked. Let's go back to Blender for a second and add a black border. Because that's the most important thing we need to add for now. Something like this, something big. And then all of this just goes this way. I think this should work. Okay, 9 ideas for a duck robot. Squeaks? Wadjet? I don't know. I am so bad at coming up with this in real time when I observe like this. But let's see how this looks. Alright, I think this should look okay enough in game. We can move the camera a little bit up so we fit the whole arena. Maybe even like this. Not as down, so maybe more like this. There we go. Look at her go! Alright, so let's just try this for one last time today and see who wins. Place your bets. We got Little Norwegians, we got the base robot, we got Marina, and we got Bolt of Blood. Let's see who takes the victory today. Little Norwegian got stuck in a normal place, and Marina is running towards the goal. There we go. Congratulations, Tsunami. Your goat is the goat. This is amazing, like, she just saw the treasure and ran towards it. So I think that will be all for this today. We will continue working on this next week, I think. And maybe next week we will finish the first iteration of the game and be able to just have it on the stream. What a little fun thing. Maybe in the future we can make them have a pickaxe and maybe break some rocks. That would be cool too. Perhaps we can actually make this. Let me check. We can add the speed a little bit lower, I think. There we go. Okay, so let's go to the just chatting scene for a second. And I look front. There we go. Thank you, Jan. Thank you for giving me a space to breathe. No, don't go in front again. Don't. What the heck is going on? Why are you here, Jan? Okay. Anyway, we'll just leave Jan do her thing. And let's see if we can raid someone today. And oh my god, I was forced to hear my own voice. I hate it so much. But today we got a lot of people online, so it will be cool to go with someone we haven't raided in a long while. Let's go. Yeah, let's go with Matt. Matt's real cool, since they're just starting, so. Alright, there we go. Everyone say hi, everyone be nice, have fun in there. We will continue working on this next week, okay? For now, have fun and see you next time. And thank you, really thank you for being here. You're all amazing. Bye!